Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Simon and we are the Whales of Wall Street, and today we have XPR Proton on the update information here. Guys, before we go into the chart, let's take a look at some interesting pieces of information from XPR today. So actually a few hours ago, Proton announced the token burn. So completed another token burn of 1.24 million XPR tokens, and that is confirmed here on the protonscan.io. So here we go, 1.241954. So yeah, basically taking the fees that have been used by a multitude of users, of course, and burning of those has occurred. But there are quite a lot of tokens left, to be honest. So maximum supply of 10 billion and a circulating supply of just over 5 billion there as well. Sorry. So, you know, it's not going to make a massive dent, but if you think about it in the long run, and as adoption continues for this amazing, fantastic platform and project, of course, that will diminish the aspect of what it mentions here in terms of the deflationary pressure on the blockchain. But you can anticipate eventually, as prices continue to grow, on that aspect as well. So there's a couple of things to take from that. Of course, in the short term, that's not going to do a gigantic amount, but we'll have a look at the chart in a minute anyway to see if there's been any kind of movement there. And of course, it's been absolutely phenomenal growth over the last 2 weeks in general. But I thought I'd throw that bit of information out there in case you missed that or have not seen it. In fact, I'm just going to like and retweet that while we are here. So yeah, loads of things have been going on with Proton for quite a while now. Many more things to come, including as well, of course, on the roadmap, which covered in the intro video. And if you haven't watched that, go and check that out. I'll leave a link at the end of this one. So we have the Fiat transaction integration that was, I think, due in Q3, but obviously it's slightly delayed. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. So as Fiat Bank's accounts are moved into Proton wallets, we will demonstrate the first examples of that. Very exciting stuff. Really looking forward to that coming hopefully very soon. And of course, there's always great opportunities with this project for staking still at the moment. Go and check the staking video out that we have done, how to stake Proton. We utilize Qcoin as an example, and we will leave a link of that at the end of this one too. So go and check that out. And if you have any questions, do utilize our comment section in any of these videos. Ask away. That's what we're here for, to try and get answers for you guys, and hopefully we've answered them already, but if we haven't, we haven't. And also the community is growing. We are smashing through the subscribers, pushing already towards 3,000. Incredible. Thank you so much for your support, and please do continue to engage and share information with everyone, including ourselves, as well as helping each other out. That's what we want to try and achieve on this channel, is a good, healthy, first of all, exciting and informative channel, but also one that's engaging and one that real community aspects. I think it's really important to push that across the world, and really appreciate the support as we just mentioned. So thank you very much for that. Let's jump into the chart, guys. For XPR, do smash the like button if you're finding this important, and subscribe if you have not done so already, or if you're new to the channel. Welcome aboard. Hopefully you're enjoying what you see and hear. So a few observations. 300% gains since this back point here on the 29th of September. So very much around 14-day period here. And the reason I've sort of tagged that out, it goes in correlation with our RSI, which we'll go on to in a second as well. But 300% in around 2 weeks is absolutely phenomenal growth. We've even had a couple, well, I would say maybe at least one proper kind of correction. It didn't even really last that long, to be honest, because I think there's so much volume and interest in this project. People just snapping up those drops as soon as they occur. We had a slightly bigger one here on the 11th of October, a few days ago, with a low of 0.019. And just to reiterate, actually, from that point, the 29th of September, guys, wasn't even like, it was a 1/7 of a cent. Can you believe that? That's incredible. And now we're floating around just under 3 cents. We're having a lot of resistance around this 3 cent mark. We tried to attack it 3 times in the last few days. Haven't been too successful just yet. But what I would like to say here is, look at that. If we close above this line here of 2.6 cents, some are suggesting kind of like 2.7. I concur with that as well, to be fair, if you look at that drop point. So this is a really important part of the support mechanism. If we can get a day or two closure above this area, and I'll just draw that in so you know what I'm talking about, just around about here. Yeah, if we can get a day or two of closure over there, we can definitely, I think, in my opinion, push that 3 cent barrier as much as possible and get it back up to this, towards this 4 cent mark eventually over the next week or so, if we get that close, of course. But I would like to stress, guys, and I've said this multiple times on XPR videos, do keep an opportunity available at the lower areas, because not saying this is a terrible project or anything, because I am a massive holder of this now. I truly believe in it. We don't really have a gigantic amount of data or historic data for XPR around these lower regions. So we kind of had this big shoot up, as we just mentioned, but I just want to be cautious of, that we haven't got masses of support in these back ends. So we just need to just be aware of that, and it's obviously a good opportunities to potentially to grab some if we ever enter a bearish momentum with this project. So keep an eye out for that. We did draw a couple of areas of interest, but I've put these orange lines in as key areas that I've looked through the historic chart data and kind of pinpointed that these orange lines are probably good areas to put some buy-ins if you do have some USDT available or anything like that, whatever you're using to get Proton, just in case. But of course, some people like to just accumulate on dips as we go along, and that's absolutely fine as well. So just trying to sort of basically throw out some ideas, not financial advice, but some ideas to cater for various different people in different kind of areas and positions of where they might be with XPR. But to be honest, if I'm brutally honest, I think that even now buying Proton is a phenomenal gem opportunity, in the sense that I think this could be absolutely massive in these coming months, especially with the roadmap and everything that they're trying to push and do. More and more people are activating wallets and Proton wallets, so it's absolutely fantastic to see. So I just see a continuation, not necessarily like full on upwards like straight away, but certainly the gradual approach that we have continued to do so, certainly from maybe the last even month or so, as you can see in the historic moments here. So what I would say here, guys, is just keep an eye on the next 2-3 days around this area. I'm just going to draw what I mean here. So just this area here, we need to try and keep that close over 2.7, in my opinion. If we could do that over today and tomorrow, I think we could start pushing this to more higher levels, get over that 3 cent mark. I think the traction and the positivity will continue. You can see down here on the histogram, the volumes are still coming in positively. The RSI is sitting at 83-ish, I think, maybe 84. So it's on the high spectrum, in my opinion. But it doesn't mean that we haven't got more room in the tank. You see here, the MACD is still very wide. So in my mind, this has still got a bit of room in the tank, and I think that's what's going to see us get over that 3 cent and maybe even push for that 4 cents over the next few days, or maybe into next week. We'll have to see. But guys, let us know in the comments below, what do you think the Proton price will be at the end of this year? We're accumulating some of the comments that you guys have put together in terms of price prediction. We're going to start tagging them in the chart, and whoever gets closest to it at the end of the year will be in the chance to win a Ledger. Absolutely phenomenal piece of hardware wallet kit. But yeah, guys, we're still far off the previous all-time high, which I believe was like 10 cents. So we've got a bit of movement to go. But I'm really interested in these areas. I particularly drew in this previous kind of resistance area as well, just over that 4 cent mark. So once we get to that 4 cents, probably similar to what we've seen in this 3 cent area, we'll probably get a bit of traction both up and down above this kind of area of this line. But let's play it by ear first, guys. Let's first of all get the closes we need here and push this up to the next level. All the momentum is moving forwards with XPR. Absolutely phenomenal staking options, as I mentioned. It's just worth accumulating just to get that involvement as well. on the variable APYs. Unfortunately, long stake's not available. I'm not sure if they'll open that up again. I'll have to ask them maybe on Twitter and see if we can get some answers, as if like maybe there's another opportunity to get involved in long staking. But fair play to those that did do that originally. But at the moment, it's just the short staking available. But that's still good, right, guys? So it's plenty of opportunity to get XPR at a very good price, in my opinion. Accumulate a good bag's worth of them and get them staking. Let the money do the work for you, as they say. So we're going to wrap that up there, guys. It's looking really positive continuously for XPRs. Actually, I personally got involved in XPR maybe about a month and a half ago, and I have to admit that it's probably one of the most biggest gainers for me this year. It's just absolutely flown. So don't just jump in because you're seeing loads of green here. Do research, check out our intro videos, check out other channels. The community section on Twitter and social media platforms for XPR Proton is absolutely phenomenal as well. Not just from them, but you see a lot of ambassadors out there, a lot of believers in the project. And what I love about this community of XPR is it's not like the usual nonsense hype. It's actually got like real fundamental information behind what they say. They're not just saying, "Oh, jump in." You go, like FOMO mentality. It's really like backed with interesting information and stats and things. So go check all of that out. And yeah, like I said, do the research on this. And like I said as well earlier, even at these price points, I think these are phenomenal compared to what it's going to be like. Not necessarily even just in a couple of months' time, but certainly in the future as well. But of course, always good to try and get some good areas low. We've done a couple in a few previous videos. Still got this buy option here. That is always a possibility if we do enter a bit of a trigger downwards. But let's see how it goes. Over these next couple of days, we'll do an update as always. We'll try and do one every other day due to the high demand of the Proton fans out there. So hopefully you're enjoying this. Guys, we'll see you in the next one. And hopefully we'll take XPR to those next levels and hit that over 3 cents and into the 4 cents as soon as possible. Take care, guys. We'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.